Welcome once again to the Locker. I am your host, Legends of Cybertron, also known as John for those who know me. It has been a long time since I've done a video. It really has. But forget about that. I'm back. And the whole Legends fan base is still here. And I am still on Instagram and I'm still kicking it with the legend, with you other legends out there. So, without further ado, because I'm going to do things a little bit differently these days, I go on and do a bit of a chat, and then I do let's roll the intro.
Why everybody say night's gone away, rocks now down, nothing left today. No one gets today, we got to see the truth, night's far away. Tell me what you want, here's what you got. You've been every day more than we have ever seen. Rocks now down, don't ask why.
And after the intro, here I am again. Oh, and you thought I'd go disappear somewhere else then, didn't you? No. Anyway, this is the Locker Convos video, but it is a brand new type of video that I'm going to be discussing, or should I say the discussion of this video is different. That was one of the cats jumping off, by the way. And the topic of this is going to be called MIA, or Missing in Action. For those who don't know, everybody else, I'm pretty sure you know what that means. And basically what Missing in Action is going to be a Locker Convos video where I discuss various Legend Scale companies who have not released certain characters for us to buy, even though there are other characters out that go along with the characters I'm going to mention. Now, obviously there are tons, but tonight what we're going to talk about is Magic Square toys, or MS toys, or Rubik's Cube if you're on Taobao. So, without further ado, let's get started with the old, well, it's not really a top 10 as such. It's just going to be a case of mentioning 5 Autobots and 5 Decepticons that, even though they're not out, there are other members that go with them who are out. You'll understand what I mean. Okay, so here's my list. Quite a long list, but I'm going to narrow it, just put it down to 5 characters. First on the list, I'm going to do 5 Autobots. Okay. So on the whole, Magic Square Toys have released Prowl and they've released Blue Streak, but they haven't released Smokescreen, which I find highly odd. So this is how the video is going to work. It's going to be like a Missing in Action. It's like, where are these figures? So if Magic Square do see these, they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, perhaps these people do want this. So yeah, Magic Square, as it stands, Smokescreen, he's not even out, which I don't understand. When you've got Prowl and Blue Streak already out, you would think that a mold, or well, not a mold, what's the word? A recolouring would be coming out, or would be out, of Smokescreen, because it's a 3, isn't it? He's missing. He's just not there. Second on the list, I would say Wheeljack. He's just basically guilty by association, because you've got Sideswipe, you've got Hound, you've got Trailbreaker, you've got Hoist, you've got Ironhide, Ratchet, Mirage, Jazz. You know, it's all the G1 characters as such that are out, but yet Wheeljack, who is part of the G1 character for all of us, isn't out yet, which I don't understand. I thought it perhaps would have been out by now, but okay. So obviously Smokescreen, Wheeljack. Next on the list is Brawn. Now, again, you would think with Windcharger and who else? Sea Spray, Cosmos, Beachcomber, Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are going to be a few characters here that I'm not actually not going to be able to mention, or I won't mention. And probably in the comments it'll be like, well, you missed this and missed this and missed this. It's fine, no problem. I know this. I'm just going off what, I mean, if I'm going off, say, things for like Transformers the movie or Transformers G1, Braun was a big integral part of G1 Transformers, and he's missing. Pretty much like Wheeljack, and Smokescreen you can take a leave, really, can't you? But a lot of people do like Smokescreen, so it's like, yeah. So far, those three are missing in action. Another one that's missing is Hauler. Now, Hauler was was like a green version of what's his name? Not Inferno, the other one, Grapple. Was obviously like a green version of Grapple. I can't put my teeth back in. Of Grapple, that's better. And I would have thought, I mean, these Inferno, Grapple, and Artfire, Fever Nova, as Magic Square called him, came out in the very beginning of Magic Square. So I don't understand how Hauler never came out. I've never come across Hauler. And it's like, a lot of people would, I mean, he's like a character that isn't detrimental to the majority of G1. I mean, he's like there for a little bit where the Constructicons are trying to get him over, that type of thing. But he's not really an integral part of G1, unlike Wheeljack, Braun. I would say Smokescreen, to be fair, because Smokescreen does make the odd appearance. Not as much as Wheeljack and Braun, though. And I would actually say, on the whole, the last one for the Autobots is the Blaster cassettes, or Blaster 2.0. Now, we are all wanting a second Blaster. We are. And with the second Blaster, we're all wanting the actual tapes that you get with Blasters. So obviously, Eject, Rewind, Steeljaw, Ramhorn, the usual suspects. Especially, they were all in Transformers the movie, all four of them, and Blaster, obviously. But I feel like with Blaster, the original version that came out, it's a good figure. It's a great figure. But I don't think the cassettes do him any justice. A fact that, especially with the fact that Blaster's cassettes of Steeljaw and Ramhorn actually transform the same way as DX9's Ravage. DX9 Warring Pockets Ravage. And you can also see the... don't mind the cat, just jumped on the table. You can also see the actual... what's the word now? Craftsmanship that they brought in for Soundwave and Ravage, and how he kind of looks the same a little bit. Obviously he's different transformation, this and the other, and he looks different now, Blaster to Soundwave. But the Soundwave that came out for Magic Square was actually so good. I mean, he's absolutely brilliant figure, and the fact that Blaster hasn't been updated or no cassettes have come out for him, I think it's just a massive loss in my opinion. There's a lot of people out there thinking, you know what, we need another Blaster, or we need at least the cassettes to come out for the Blaster that's already out. So, it's one of those things where you think to yourself, could we get it? Are we going to get it? And the thing is, even though I do collect Legend Scale, none of these Legends companies really talk to me. I mean, we're not really on first name terms, you know what I mean? I share posts what they put on, and then I buy the products, and that's about it, really. So yeah, I mean, there are others, obviously, in the Autobot army. So things like people like Hot Rod / Rodimus Prime, Wreck-Gar, Cup, Sunstreaker, Orion Pax, Springer. I mean, can't really include Springer at the moment because there hasn't really been... Hang on, let's have a look. You can't really include him because there's not really been a triple changer. However, DX9 Mini have actually brought out Double Dealer, who is actually a triple changer, and DX9 Mini and Magic Square seem to be in a partnership. So I don't know whether the stories are true, where Magic Squid Magic Square DX9, Magic Square New Age, and DX9 all parted ways, and they all went their own way, and DX9 kind of really didn't do anything. Maybe Magic Square and DX9 have got back together because DX9 is selling through Magic Square's website. If you haven't already seen. Oh, hello, Marvel. Anyway, sorry, that's my cat. The other cat. Anyway, so now that I've mentioned the old Autobots, let's go over the Decepticons. So, for the Decepticons, which I don't understand this, we had, in the very beginning, Cyclonus. In fact, we've had Cyclonus and different repainted versions for the last couple of years. But we've never had Galvatron. And what's more, we've never had Scourge. So obviously that's two from G1 Transformers, or Transformers a movie-esque, shall we say. Obviously Magic Square have got people like Ultra Magnus. They've got, what's they got? Perceptor, Blaster, who were in Transformers, the movie. But when it comes to Decepticons, excuse me, itchy nose. When it comes to Decepticons, there are even Megatron's out, but there are no Galvatrons are out, Scourge is not out, which I find odd. Okay, I would have thought by now, if we'd have had Cyclonus, we might have had Scourge at the very least. But again, it's pretty much like the Wheeljack, Brawn, and Smokescreen. It's like it just doesn't seem to be there. Other than Galvatron and Scourge, I'll move on now. I'd say the Insecticons. Now, I don't, again, and this is another one I don't understand. The Insecticons are an integral part of G1 Transformers. And maybe they are going to come out. Maybe they're not going to come out. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe one of you guys who are in the comments might know more than I do, which is fair enough. So, but yeah, the Insecticons, they're not even out yet either, which again, I don't understand. Because we've had Reflector, we've had several versions of Reflector. We've had, obviously, normal version, then we've got the toy version, the Golden Lagoon version. And it's just the Insecticons seem to be missing. Anyway, I'll move on. Also, we've got the Seekers and we've got the Coneheads, but the Rainmakers have not been brought out. Which, again, is just a recolour of the Seekers of Starscream, Thundercracker and Skywarp, as we all know. So, again, I don't understand why the Rainmaker's not been released. It's one of these things. It's like they are missing in action. It's like, are they classed as not major characters? But yet, I would have thought they would have been out. But okay, just the way it is. And now, obviously, along with Scourge, you've got to have sweeps because you have several versions of Sweep. Oh, Scourge, so I say Sweep. Sounds like Sussy and Sweep, doesn't it? You have several versions of Scourge in Transformers the movie. You've got Scourge, you've got Cyclonus, you've got an army of Scourges. We've got this of the Sweeps. And then you've got Galvatron himself heading off to fight the Autobots or going against Unicron, etc. And the Sweeps, I would probably think, would be a great triple pack. Or if not a triple pack, then maybe Scourge and the Sweeps. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like it would be a triple pack of Scourges, basically. I'm trying hard not to mention other companies in the video, but because other companies I will obviously cover other companies, not just Magic Square. But Magic Square this time is first on the list. But yeah, I think it's like missed opportunities where you can recolour these figures. I mean, we look at Magic Square now that you had Bumblebee come out, and then they released Bumblebee in like a, the Golden Lagoon version. Then they released the X version. You could have, I mean, could have been brought out. You could have turned your attention away from the Golden Lagoon and gone to bring out Smokescreen or bring out the Rainmakers, and put your time and energy into that. But obviously, this is not that I'm saying you should. This is how I'm thinking. So I'm like thinking aloud. So no disrespect to anyone from Magic Square if you watch this video. And then obviously, well, that's the 5 really that I've got down. If I'm also honest, Overkill and Slugfest, we're missing them really for, I think it was either Soundwave or Sound Blast. I can never remember about them two. And I always class Magic Square as being the best combiner makers. Devastator, fantastic, aesthetically pleasing Devastator out there. Menasor, the same as Devastator, aesthetically pleasing. Bruticus, whether it be G1 or IDW, aesthetically pleasing, awesome, fantastic. If I was hoping for another combiner by Magic Square, it would have to be Predaking. In personal preference, I would like Predaking, pretty much. But obviously, there's a lot of us in the Legend Scale community we want Superion, or we want Defensor, or an Autobot combiner, But yeah, that's pretty much the actual list. There's obviously Abominus. Abominus would be brilliant. Even Astral Train would be a great make. Triple Changer. I mean, obviously, like I said, with Double Dealer, Astral Train would be great. Blitzwing even, or even Octane. And that's pretty much about it, really. Yeah. So I hope you liked the video. I hope I didn't waffle on too much. I hope I didn't actually look like I was coming across as moaning, because I'm not. It's just really a missing in action type of video. Where are they? Why haven't they come out? And hopefully the Magic Square might hear me and they might make these figures for us, and that'll be brilliant if they do. So anyway, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, tell your friends about me. I'm still over on Instagram. I'm thinking about doing a Facebook group. Not sure yet about that one, but if this video is second after I do my review, because I'll be doing reviews again, just know that this was obviously done first before the review. But anyway, never mind. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you come back again. See you next time.